What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jimmy Can 21 back with my podcast, and y'all see it. This is that video podcast y'all been asking for. I got the Henny, so make sure to sit back, relax, get your blunt, get your wine, get your Stella, get your Henny, sip up, pour up, and let's get it. Bow. So before we pop off, let me take a shot to the dome. Woo! Make sure to take your shot too. If you're watching, take your shot. So the first topic we're gonna get into is why it's better to have someone's social media rather than their number. So I know a lot of people think, oh, I got her number, I got his number, I got him locked in, blah, blah, blah. No. Basically, a number is just a number. Like, you just fall in line with the person, anybody else who has the same area code or whatever, or name. But when you pull them and you get their social, they get to keep up with you. They get to see the games. You feel me? Let's say you met them before or something like that, and you wasn't as clouded up. You wasn't as popping, you feel me? So, like, they kind of friend on you, he or she friend on you, blah, blah, blah. But when you got that social, you get to see that glow up, you feel me? They get to see what they've been missing on. But when you only have that number, you don't get that. You're just a number, You're just the number with a picture maybe. Someone said, oh, yeah, send me a pic. And that's what they see. But when I have their social, he or she, wherever you may be, when you have their socials, you get to like, let's say if you're messing with a person and you don't want to hit them up, right? Let's say, like, you just don't want to hit them up, basically, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, you're shy or whatever, like it is, right? So you can put out, how people be putting out that bait, put a fire selfie, here they come. Post a fire story, do something. And so it's just easier to pull somebody when you have their social, like, they'll hit you up like, oh, I see what's going on. I see you clouded up, baby. I see you. You feel me? So that's just my opinion in it. Some people rather have the digits, but me, let me get that social. And even if she ain't messing with me now, she gonna mess with me eventually because I'm gonna glow up, period. All right, topic number 2. When is it okay to shoot your shot after someone else has broken up? So basically, let's say you was peeping shorty or you was peeping this dude for a minute. You see she got a man or situation, like, or they put the little tattoo stories where they show the little tattoo, or just something, they messing with somebody, right? And all of a sudden they start posting those quotes, those weird ass quotes talking about, oh yeah, after a breakup, blah blah blah, or they didn't love you anyway, love yourself, or some shit like that, right? Oof. When's the right time, basically, to shoot those DMs or whatever? First off, for me, you got to know that when you're messing with somebody, there's the 2 to 3 month period where they could always go back to that last person. So you could put all this time into this, and she might just be on the rebound, he may be on the rebound, blah, 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 and you put all this time in, and you outside looking in, they over here messing with the ex, messing with the baby daddy, baby mama, whatever it is, and you just asked out, right? So always kind of be careful, period. But let's say if it's somebody you've really been on for months and they've been locked up in a relationship and you finally got your shot, man, I'll say as soon as they delete those pictures, as soon as that unlock key come in on that bio, hey, man, shoot that shot. That's just me, personally, Some people may disagree, but that's just me. Like, that's it. That's the way it is. All right. Now we're going to get into something a little different. It's my first time doing something like this. In my other podcast, I didn't do this, but we're going to introduce something called Hood Tales. So basically, let me make sure I got my do-rag tight make sure I look right for the Hood Tales, you feel me? So the Hood Tales basically are me telling stories about when I got into some shit, I got into some shit, some stories that besides my best friend, they don't know. My group of friends, they really don't know. People really don't know. Hold on, let me fix my thing. You feel me? But yeah. All right, so we get into the Hood Tales. First Hood Tale is with my boy Kevin. This is a minute ago. We might have been 7 or 18, maybe 19, something like that. So basically, Kevin was working, I ain't gonna tell you the spot, but Kevin was working at a fast food joint on Indian Hill down here, right? So basically what happened was he called me. I was probably asleep. It's probably 11 o'clock at night. He calls me on the phone like, hey, I'm like, hey, man, what's good? You feel me? He's like, hey, bro, nigga, you up? I'm like, yeah, kind of halfway. What's good, bro? He was like, well, when I was coming from work, some niggas was kind of tripping on me. You feel me? They kind of was staring me down at the 7-Eleven, and they said, and I kind of stared back, and they said, "I'm gonna see you after work. We know where you work, and so when you walk back home, it's up. Put your hands up when you see us, right?" So I'm like, "Word, nigga? What you mean?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro." So he was like, "Hey, man, can you think you could walk me home? Like, you think you could wake up after I get off at 1 o'clock? I hit you, and you could walk me home." At this time, we weren't driving nothing like that. Okay, so that's why I had to walk him home. And being the real nigga I am, I was like, "All right, bro, it's 11 right now. I'm going to put my alarm till 12:30. 12:30, I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to come walk to your work so these niggas don't jump you." He's like, "All right, bet, thanks. All right, bet." 1 o'clock comes, my alarm rings, wake up, tie my shoes up, and I'm ready for whatever. You feel me? I don't know what was said with these guys. I don't know. Because my friend, Kevin, he will kind of instigate some shit. I ain't going to lie. So I don't know if he was tripping on them, and then they was trying to, I don't know what was going on. So I'm tying up my shoes, I go make the walk. As I'm going down to make the left to his work, I see these niggas. So they were not capping. They were about to see this nigga. So I'm walking. They know me and him are cool. But luckily, I played basketball with one of them a couple of days before and just met him, right? So they look at me, I'm looking at them, and I just walk past, they don't see nothing to me. So I go get in, Kevin unlocks the door for me to get in, locks it back, says, "What we gonna do? We gonna go a long way around." I'm like, "Nigga, the long way around, nigga, what you mean? We finna go right by these niggas, ain't nothing finna happen, period." So we walk out, we hit the corner. Sure enough, they right there, nigga. Right there. I'm talking about one of these niggas had the baseball, Nike black gloves on. Nigga, I seen mad niggas with Raider hoodies on, Raider jerseys, you feel me? So I'm like, "Hey, man, we might get down. That's the way it is. We might, nigga, squabble up, nigga, what you mean?" So we walk in. The dude come out, and homie, what's up with that shit you was talking about last time, homie? You feel me? Before we went into work, fool? What that shit you was talking about? My homie like, "Man, ain't nothing like that. I was just joking, blah, blah, blah." We kind of copping pleas right now. It's about 7 of these niggas. We too deep. 7 of these niggas, blah, blah, blah. He's like, "All right then, homie." And then I'm kind of sitting there like, if it was 2 niggas, I probably would just like, you feel me? I probably just would have hauled off on the nigga off top. But the key to Hood Tales is you got to pick your spots. That was not a spot for me to pull on. There's 7 of them, so we let them press them kind of. They're like, "Man, you lucky I played basketball with the homie the other day. If it wasn't, man, we get down right now, fool. What's up?" You feel me? And that's just what happened.